from Wolves Club, which is from EPL team. So maybe you can share why you're not continue your journey there, Wong.
So, well, for me, I had a really good season at Wolves. I had a really good year, finished the season off really well. And towards the end of the season, it come to a decision where would I want to continue at Wolves, have another year maybe or two? Would have been maybe training the first team in and around it, but I probably went out on loan to a League One or League Two club. But for me, it was between that or coming to JDT, where it's a really good club. It's a massive club who win pretty much everything. They play in the ACL, like they're doing now, doing really well. And the big thing for me was where I see myself playing. I see opportunities here at JDT with the first team, and the facilities here are top level, equal to Premier League clubs really. So I saw a good opportunity here, so I decided to go for it. And yeah, a new challenge, new experiences.
Besides, JDT is one of the best team in Malaysia League. So why did you choose JDT, Wong?
JDT is the biggest and best club, really. I don't think I would have come to Malaysia if it wasn't for JDT, for being honest. It's the only club that I really heard of and knew of because of the success they've had. And like I said, the facilities that they have and the resources they have compared to other teams. And even just coming here for my first week, they showed me around the training ground, around the stadium. It's level to even better than some Premier League clubs I already know. So it just shows how much they want to improve, and they're going to get even better as well. So I'm happy to be part of the journey.
How JDT approach you at first?
They just got in contact with me personally. Alistair got in contact with me, Alistair Edwards that is, and then started building a relationship. And then through that, we talked over things about how they saw me as a player, and so went from there really.
So moving to a new place from England to Malaysia, I think it's a big decision. So how was the decision process, and what made you choose to come here on?
Well, obviously, it's a big decision leaving England to come to the other side of the world, back to Malaysia. But it's not a foreign place to me. I've been here many times. I've got a lot of family here. My mother's from Malaysia, from Johor, Tangkak. So yeah, it was a hard decision leaving a lot of things behind, friends, family in England. But it was for the better of my career, I believe, and I'm really looking forward to spending hopefully a lot of time in Malaysia and having this as my home, really.
Okay, well, we know that JDT has many talented players. So for you, how do you see the competitiveness in the team, especially in your position, Wong?
Well, obviously we know that competition is good. There'd be no point of having a big squad if there was no competition. And as we know, JDT have the best players from the country as well as around the world. So obviously it's good to have competition. I know that the player who plays my position is Nacho Insa, and he's a top player. I'll be looking to learn a lot from his experience and his wealth of knowledge. From obviously he's had a long career, and I'm only starting my career really. But I know what I can do. I back my own abilities. Like I said, I've had a really good season with Wolves. I was one of the better players towards the end of the season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting the boys properly when they get back from Thailand, and yeah, getting on with them. It's exciting. I'm really excited to get on with it. I'm a player who likes to get on the ball. I like to dictate play. I like to link the defence to midfield. I like to break a lot of lines from my passing. And I also see myself as a really good defensive player as well. I read the game really well. I break up play really well as well. So I'm one of those ones who can do a bit of both, to be honest. I wouldn't say I'm just a defensive or offensive player. So I'm looking forward to showing off what I can do.
Who do you consider your rival?
I wouldn't say I'm a rival because at the end of the day, we're all teammates. We're all teammates. I'm looking to learn from, especially Nacho, who's the older player who is in my position. But I wouldn't say we're rivals because, like I said, if I can learn from him and make myself better, and even if I'm not playing, then I'm still progressing as a player. And obviously, as he's getting a bit older, I'm getting older and wiser. So he'll have to eventually stop playing. But then I'll be looking to learn from him as he's getting older. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say I have a rival whatsoever. Obviously, he plays in the same position, but he's not a rival whatsoever.
JDT has always provided the best facilities for their players, right? So your thoughts on JDT training facilities?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the training ground, the stadium, which they showed me around it on like one of my first days out of quarantine. They were unbelievable, really. Like I said, on par or even better than some Premier League clubs. And that, obviously, I've played at pretty much every Premier League club stadium or training ground. And from what I've seen, on par or even better than some of them that I've already met. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's really, really promising times for the club, because obviously they're trying to build a new training ground as well, which the plans look crazy for as well. So, I'd say it's a club really, really on the ascendance, which I'm really looking forward to being part of.
So based on your experience with previous club, do you think that JDT is capable of high intensity training?
From what I've only seen the first team train once or twice, because I've only been just out of quarantine. But from what I've seen, the intensity is very good. The coach really drives the session. He really knows what he wants from his players, and from what I've seen, it's really, really good. Obviously, I've been at Premier League clubs, and I've been at I haven't trained here yet, but from what I've seen that I can see the same intensity being portrayed through the coach, which is really, really promising.
Before this, your cousin once said that he wants you to play for JDT. So how was his reaction?
Obviously he's excited that I was coming back to Malaysia. He's excited that he'd be able to see me hopefully play one day. Obviously, it's a bit hard with the pandemic at the moment, but yeah, he was excited for me. Obviously, I'm quite close to that cousin, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him after this lockdown's over, really.
So how about your mother? Since your mother is from Tangkak, Johor, right? So how was her reaction after you will represent her hometown team?
Well, obviously, when there was interest from the club, obviously I spoke to my parents about the whole situation, and obviously they said that they'll support my decision, but obviously it would be nice for her to come home as well, which she was with me as well, so it's nice for her to come back home for a bit.
Mm-hmm. How frequent you come to Malaysia, Wong, actually?
Well, before, when I was young, I came maybe once every 3 or 4 years, maybe, when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I only came, last time I came back here was maybe 4 years ago as well. So yeah, it's a place that I do know quite well.
Is there
I have a lot of family here.
Is there any favorite place in Malaysia for you?
Well, normally when I come here, I spend quite a lot of time in KL or PJ City, because I've got a lot of family there. So yeah, and Malacca as well. Malacca's quite nice. Been down to Malacca quite a bit the last time I came. Yeah, quite nice. Very nice place.
Your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a particularly favorite Malay food, but I quite like going to like the hawker centers and like eating the food there. They're quite nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Wong.
Yeah.
Actually, how did you start your football career?
I started playing when I was 2.5, like with my dad. Yeah. So I started playing football from as far as I can remember, 2.5. And then I joined the team maybe when I was 5, 6. And in our first tournament, our first game, we won 17-0. I scored like 6 or 7 goals. And from that, I knew I was pretty good at football. But then when you're young, you don't really think about these things, about joining an academy. But then in our first tournament, I got scouted by Arsenal, Charlton, and Crystal Palace for our first tournament. And I've pretty much been in academy football since I was 6, 7 years old. And then I was at Charlton Athletic from 6 to 17. And then I moved on to Yeovil Town from 17 to 18. And then I joined Wolves from 18 to 20. So that's just a brief summary of my footballing career, really.
Okay. Any plan to join the national team to represent Malaysia?
Obviously, it'd be nice to join the national team. I'm not really in a position right now to be demanding to actually play in the national team. I'd like to think that if I do well with JDT, I might put myself in the contention for joining the national team, but my main focus is JDT anyway. At the moment, I just want to do the best I can for JDT, make sure that we win as many trophies as possible, and then whatever comes with it, comes with it, to be honest. I haven't really put too much thought in playing for the national team. Obviously, if it comes, it comes, and it'll be a great honour to represent Malaysia. But my main focus is for JDT now, and as long as I'm performing for JDT, then a lot of other things will come along with it.
But you also can represent England and China, right?
Yeah. So my father's Chinese. Obviously, I was born in England. I've spent a lot of time in England, and my mother's from Malaysia, so I'm able to represent all three. But like I said, my main focus is for JDT now. They're the club that have signed me, put a lot of trust and faith in me. So that's my job, to repay their trust and faith by doing the best I can, really. No, I don't have to choose until someone comes to me, really. So I'm happy to leave it open. Like I said, if I'm doing the business with JDT and Malaysia are happy for me to represent them, I'm more than happy to. But like I said, club football is my main focus at the moment, getting as much game time and playing as best as I can, and then we'll see what happens, really. Like I said, I'm happy to represent Malaysia. I'm happy to represent China, England.
Okay, Wong, maybe you can share your main target.
To learn as much as possible and develop as a player. That's the main reason why I came here. I could have easily went to a League One or League Two club on loan. I could have stayed at Wolves, went to a League One or League Two club and played, but it's not the football I want to be playing, to be honest. I see myself playing at the highest level possible, and JDT playing at the ACL is a very high level, if I'm honest. We can see them playing against the Japanese, Thai and Korean teams, and we can see them competing, which shows the progress that the Malaysian club has. JDT is a massive club, and with what Boss wants to be the biggest club in Asia, I'm looking forward to being part of that. And I just want to develop as I can and try play as much as possible, as big as a part as possible to the success of JDT. That's my targets.
Any favorite player in Malaysia League or JDT?
Like I said, I'm a really big fan of Nacho. Obviously, he's getting a bit older now, but he's a player in my position, and I can see the knowledge that he knows how things are played in the position. I see he does little things which really impressed me as a young player trying to learn. And I'm really looking forward to meeting him and learning from him as a younger player.
Okay, Wong, in your previous club, so who's your best friend?
I'd probably say my closest friends were probably Michael Agbula or Lewis Richards. Lewis Richards has been quite in and around the first team quite a bit. I've got a lot of close friends. Austin Samuels, who's played for the first team as well. Sidi Diallo, he's moved on now, but yeah, I made a lot of good friendships from Wolves, and I'll be keeping close contact with them, although I'm over here. But yeah.
So you're playing as a midfielder, right? So who's your role model?
Someone I really look up to is Casemiro in my position. I see quite a lot of similarities of how I play in him. How he's no nonsense, wins the ball back, plays it simple, and he's a good footballer as well. So he's someone I look up to a lot in world football. But my all-time favourite player is probably Xavi or Steven Gerrard, really, who can just dictate play really, really well.
Wow, describe Malaysia.
Oh, it's a beautiful place. It's really, really beautiful. Very different to England, but the main thing for me is it's very hot. I need to get used to the heat, really. For me, I've been dying as I go outside and running around. But yeah, very hot, but it's a beautiful country. Like I said, it's somewhere that I'm familiar with. I've known quite a lot about Malaysia. So yeah, it's a really lovely place. And it's very hot, very hot.
Okay, last. Your favorite EPL team? Since you are from
my favorite EPL team?
Yeah.
Very helpful one. I'd probably say Wolves. I still like to follow Wolves because I have a lot of friends and teammates there. So I didn't leave on bad terms. So yeah, I'd say Wolves. I'm looking forward to seeing how some of my teammates progress and hopefully get into the first team, really. There's a lot of talented players there. So yeah, Wolves. I follow Wolves.
How about Manchester United?
Nah, I'm not a fan of Manchester United. I don't like Manchester United.
Why?
I don't know. I've just never been. My dad's a Liverpool fan, a really big Liverpool fan. So from young, he sort of said Man United isn't good. So yeah.
Okay, Wong, thank you so much for your time.